Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Let's see. I'm just trying to share this to my page because I want everybody to be able to find me. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Monica. Good morning, Carmela, my love. How are you? Good morning, all. Skycap, you're here, baby. We missed you. Welcome home. All right, let me see. I'm going to try to figure out how to get out of this thing. So, just so you guys know, we're trying to get away from my private page for the show. So anybody that's tuned in, please go, if you're on Facebook, please go to the Karen Stacy page. Carmela, if you could, I'm going to see if I can get on. I can't figure out whether or not. Okay, here it is. I think this is me. Okay, so let me see if I can edit this. Let's see. Go to Karen. Okay, let's see if I can do that. Hopefully we can do that. Good morning, Orlando. How are you? Good morning, Mark. Skycap, my love, where have you been? What do you think? You like the new setup? It's been a bit. We've been busy doing stuff to update the show for you guys to make it a little bit of a better experience. So hopefully it is. Good morning, Rosie. How are you, honey? My Italian cannoli king in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Today's Thursday, right? How'd that happen? I have to say that today is the first day that I have ventured out of my house. Not that I went far. I only went, 10 feet to come in here. But as you can see, I'm not in the living room and Bella's not licking my face. So I don't know whether that's good or bad to you guys. But it's kind of funny because, like I said, I haven't left the house. I realized that I don't have like any snow boots or anything either. So I actually put my son's on. How funny is that, right? So that's why I'm all like winded up here. I threw my son's boots on. He is now like a half a size bigger than me. He's the same size foot that his father had when he died. So it's kind of crazy, right? So I threw his on because I have like these really comfy it's almost like a really heavy sweater sock type of thing. I don't know. My father got them. He was downtown like years ago and he spent like a ridiculous amount of money on these like sock things for us. But I have to say, I do use them and they keep me warm. So I can't fit into my own shoes with them on. And I was lazy. So I just threw my son's boots on and I'm really comfortable right now. And I know you guys like, how could you have started your day without knowing that, right? But, I share the little things in life. What could I tell you? I don't see anybody on commenting right now. Am I live? Am I here? I saw everybody, and after the Cannoli King commented, everybody ran away. Where is everybody today? Are we sharing out this video? Are we inviting our friends? Where are we? Talk to me, people. I feel like I'm talking to myself. And I got to tell you, I'm going to be talking a lot because I actually finished my coffee before. Okay, there we go, Tony. Thank you. Good morning, Tony. Tony. Hi, Tony. What the hell was I going to say? Oh, I drank all my coffee. Okay. Again, it says Facebook user here. I don't know who that is. And sometimes, it doesn't come up your name. So you have to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook to give it permission to use your name. All right, there we go. Now you're coming around. I mean, what the frig, man? Monica, thank you so much for tagging. We do not have Lisa here this morning. We are sending out much love to Lisa. I know it is, I believe it's the services for her father today. So she's definitely not going to be on. That was me, Karen. I don't know who that was me is. If that's Tony, or if that's Jersey Jimmy, because those are the only two that do the Karen. Hey, Georgie. Hey, Gina. Hi, Lisa G. How are you? Um, Guys, also, Lisa, you got to make your posts public. Lisa G, for anybody that doesn't know, she does, like, she bakes all these like amazing things. I see them on her Facebook all the time. So she's doing stuff for Valentine's Day, and I got to support because she always supports the show. So, Lisa, make your stuff public so people can share it, unless you don't want people to share it and you just want to be selective with who you you sell to, which I get as well. But if you guys are looking for something special for Valentine's Day, go to Lisa G's page. And here, this is Lisa G for those of you. There you go. See, that's Lisa G. So go to Lisa G's page. She always supports the show. I got to support her too. So if you need a Valentine's Day gift, hop on board. Geez, Valentine's Day. I like to call that Halloween. I was saying that to my son the other day. He started hysterical laughing. He's fucking 11. How does he even get it, And he gets it. I mean, he's my son, so he's nuts. And that's why. Morning, Karen, Stacy, and group. I'm not sure who that is. It just comes up Facebook user, but good morning. Let's see who else is on here. I said good morning to Rita. Okay, so today's Thursday, which means that it's almost Friday, right? So it's supposed to be Thirsty Thursday. Where's my Carmela? Carmela, I don't see you on here. Are you busy jumping from page to page, trying to get everybody on here? Again, good morning and welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are also live on a lot of the social media platforms. So stay with me here. We're on YouTube. We're on... Hi, Jesse. Jesse, just go to StreamYard.com /Facebook so that they allow your name to be displayed so I know it's you, sweetheart. So you have and if Carmela's listening, can you just give that link to Jesse in case? We're on Periscope, we're on Twitch, right? Twitch.tv /Real Talk Karen Stacy. Periscope, I think I'm Real Talk Karen Stacy. We're on the Facebook. We're on the Facebook Live. We're on the Facebook public page, Karen Stacy, and we are on the group Real Talk Coffee Talk with Karen. So there's no way you can't find me, unless of course you're on my personal page and you're looking for me. Then you're gonna have a hard time finding me. But it's too much for poor Carmela and Lisa to jump around like that. And I don't know if Carmela's on here because I don't see her. Mary, good morning. How are you? Yeah, happy Thursday, right? Isn't that crazy? So, gas prices are on the rise. What the fuck? Well, that comes with the territory, comes with the new territory. Taxes are going up. Simi, good morning. There you are. There's my Germany girl. How are you? Do me a favor, you guys. I need to get these numbers up. Can you please share it with your friends? Where is everybody today? Nobody loves me today? Yes. Happy Thursday, right? All right. Let me see here. What do I want to talk about today? I have so many things that go through my head on a continual basis. And I have to say that sometimes I don't feel like talking about nothing. Do you know what? You feel me? JR, good morning. You're in Vegas. Lucky you. Yeah, we got dumped with some serious snow. I don't think they get that in Vegas. So good for you. Sharing is caring. Absolutely, Tony, unless it's a venereal disease. Oh my God. Only kidding. All right. So let me ask you this, because we were supposed to do this and I kind of shit the bed on this one. We were supposed to see if you guys had any topics you wanted to discuss. And I get so busy talking sometimes that we didn't do that. So talk to me. Is there anything you want to discuss? I know, you know what, Rita, Rita M, I know that you had that issue we discussed last Wednesday with your friend that was having the drinking problems. So I'm curious to see what actually happened with that. Yes, they are. Everything is going up. Started first day. Yep. Well, there you go. So hopefully I'm all about, I love change, so I'm always hopeful that something good comes from change, right? So let's leave it there. So Rita, are you with me, mama? Talk to me. I want to know what happened with your girlfriend. We were talking about it. Somebody she knew had a drinking problem, and we were trying to counsel her through. So I'm just curious if any of you guys have anything you want to discuss today at the coffee table. I'm giving you free reign right now before I start going off on my own fucking tangent. Yesterday we talked a little bit about sex. We got Angel, he came on. That was fun. So now today I'm going to give you the option to speak on a topic that you might want to talk about. Yeah, right. We want to know what happened with Rita and her friend. I don't know where Rita is, if she's on with. I saw she said good morning, but sometimes people say good morning, or sometimes people jump on and then they got to jump off. Oh, she's here. Okay. Here we go. Yes, we had dinner with them on Saturday, and she was again shit-faced upon arrival. Her husband has reached out to Al-Anon and is working on getting support there. You know what? I'm not applauding that she was wasted, but I'm applauding that he's going to reach out for help. For anybody that missed the show last Wednesday, Rita has a dear friend of hers that is having a drinking problem, and her husband was reaching out to Rita for help, and we kind of guided her in the direction that she's not the person that can fix this problem, right? So I'm so happy to hear that you guys are getting the help that you need. That's amazing. And Rita, you're a good woman. You could have just minded your business, which you kind of were gonna try to do, and just stay out of it because you didn't feel it was your place. But you know what? As I said to you, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So a lot of people want to talk shit, but they don't want to do nothing to fucking do something about it. Jesse, you did it, my love. I see your name loud and clear. Raising teenagers. There. That's a good one. I got nothing on that, Gina, but I will definitely, we can talk about that. Let me see who else is on here. I didn't see their name, but I saw K-Stack. That's my boy, Rob. So I know. And the funny thing is that he comes up Facebook user because you don't want to put your name up there, but whatever. For those of you who don't know who Rob is, I don't know. He changed the name to his show. It's Rob, I don't know, Tech Radio, I think it was, or something like that. So me and Rob go back a really long time. He's one of my dearest friends, and he is a very, very talented man with everything he does. And he does a show on Facebook Live and on Mixcloud. He's an amazing, amazing DJ. And when we celebrate my 50th birthday, you, Rob, are definitely going to be at my fucking birthday party, and you will be spinning. I don't care if it's for 20 minutes, but you will be spinning for my birthday, my 50th, because I'm still 49.99999 until the world starts spinning again. So if you guys haven't checked him out, you gotta. And he's supposed to be doing my show now for like 16 years, but it's okay. I'll get him. All right. Enough about Rob. No, I'm only kidding. Thank you guys for tuning in to Real Talk. No, this ain't Real Talk. Well, it always is Real Talk, but right now we're having coffee talk, but I finished my coffee already, which is why I'm talking so fast. No, you're tuned in to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on all social media platforms. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, follow button, notification button. If you see anything that has to do with Karen Stacy, Real Talk, and just hit the fucking button. buttons. Don't matter what it is. You don't want to miss nothing. You never know what might come out of my mouth, right? So as far as, and could you share the video out, please? Because there's nothing more depressing. Like some of my things, like I just started doing it on like, well, Periscope, I have a little bit of people watching, probably about the same amount here, believe it or not. But like YouTube, it's hysterical. I go and look and I have like 0 views on my YouTube channel. That just on like certain ones, I think it's hysterical. But you know, just hit those buttons so I feel like somebody cares. And again, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do, because I really look pathetic. If somebody looks at that and they go, wow, she has a whole 24 followers, she must really be special, when I am fucking special. So hit that subscribe button so I don't look like I'm a, you know, like a lonely heart here. Let me see who else is on here. Whoa, I just went off on a tangent. I see Eunice tagging everybody up. Okay, now hold on. All the comments went cuckoo. So you know what, Gina? I can't talk about raising teenagers because I don't have one. But you know what? Let's talk about that. You guys have to input now, because remember, I have an 11-year-old. Oh my God, he's gonna be 12 in like 2 weeks. I can't even believe it. Yes, Jesse, like I said, you did great. Pika, good morning. Eunice, my love, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. I think Carmela is back now. Yes, we are sending prayers to Rita. You got to keep us updated on that. Carlos, good morning, sweetie. How are you? Eunice, you are the best. She's tagging everybody. She takes pictures. There we go. Rob Retro Radio. There you go. See, I didn't screw that up, right? I think I said it right, or maybe I said Radio Retro. I don't know, but I almost had it right. He just changed the name, so forgive me, because I just know him under a different name. So, but it was funny because he went to do a shout out from me on my show and he couldn't even remember when it was and what the name of it was. It was hysterical. I did better than you, Rob, just for FYI. And that was off the cuff. I'm only teasing. I love you, baby. And it was just his birthday too. Oh man. Okay, Gina, it's like a drama movie in my house. Happy 1 minute, next minute I'm the worst human in the world. Well, yeah, if they call you mom, that's your job, then you're doing everything correctly. Of course, that's the case. Anybody have any input on this, on raising teenagers? Because my feeling would be to just beat them and lock them in the closet until they're old enough. I can't say for sure, but that's just my own personal opinion. No, I'm only kidding. I'm not ready for that. I gotta be honest with you guys. I say it all the time. I'm so not ready for it. When we were joking around, when my son, I took him to the eye doctor, and you know, he had to get glasses, and the doctor was saying he needed the glasses for distance. Oh, you heard my elbow crack. And you know, he's like, you know, when you're driving, when you're this, when you're, I go, ugh, could you not? Like, I don't want to hear about that when he's driving. I'm having a fucking heart attack already, you know, worried that he's gonna get like hair and you know, like go to puberty. And now we're talking about driving. Like, I'm totally not ready for that. So could we not go there, you know? But I know, you know, look, children of all ages, the funny thing that I found about parenting is this: every time you think you know what you're doing, something, they change, and then you have no fucking idea what you're doing, right? Especially when they're younger. It gets a little easier as they get older because their depth of understanding is greater. But when they're younger, you're like, oh, like you get their routine, right? Okay, they're going to take a nap for this amount of time. They're going to do this. So you plan your world around that, right? Okay, my son takes his nap at 1 o'clock. He wakes up at 1:05. No, I mean, he wasn't a sleeper. So I know that, you know, from, you know, whatever, 1 to 1:30, whatever amount of time, you know. So then like it would be like, let's say 1 to 2. And then all of a sudden it will go from like 1 to 2:30. And then like you plan around it. And then all of a sudden it goes from like 1 to 1:30. And like, wait, whoa. What's going on here? You know? And so every time you think you get it, they change. So I guess that also, you know, that just prepares you for when they get older and they become teenagers. For me personally, my son has always asked me extremely difficult questions. Since, like, I swear to God, since he could talk. So I'm prepared in that respect. And as you guys can tell, I'm very transparent. And I keep it real with him. Um, I always did, but after losing, my husband, his father, it's even more real because, there's no worse conversation you can ever have with a child than to tell them that their father is never coming back home again. So after I had to have that conversation with him, nothing else is really that difficult. I hate to put it into perspective like that, but I mean, what, can't get worse than that, right? Well, I feel like I just said that, and then, like, in the cartoons, like, my head would blow up. So, that's pretty bad, I guess, would be a better thing to say, right? Let's hope it never gets worse than that. But so, I kind of have always told him, everything. So I'm really forthcoming with that. And I don't know if that's good or bad. But you know, in my opinion, and again, I don't have a teenager yet, communication is huge, and you have to open up those lines of communication. That's my biggest advice. But also you gotta let them, like, if they're going through a hormonal thing, what are you gonna do? You gotta let them go through it, right? I mean, and you just, I guess, gotta kind of sort of ignore it, but keep them in check. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna see what you guys say, because I'm just talking out of my ass right now. Hormones rampant in my house. There you go, Gina. Yeah, well, I assume that from what you just said. Um, okay, hold on a second. I just lost you guys. Hang on. I'm getting back to you. Where am I? Okay. 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 Carmela's talking to somebody on there. Okay. Um, you had to make an account there. Jesse, that doesn't make sense, but okay. You stick them in the closet, right? Exactly. That yes, Carmela. All right, I see you. Carmela's Karen Stacy right now. Okay, let me see here. I know who that is. Somebody said good morning, Karen Stacy. Good morning. Let me see. Oh, hold on. God damn it. Come on, we need more help. I have two teenagers. It's crazy, and one grown adult. Eunice, God bless you. Again, good morning, everyone. I'm not sure who that is, but good morning. Jesse said, nope, my daughter is almost 26 years old and has 3 young boys. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, but you raised a teenager, because she didn't get to be 26 without being a teenager. Exactly. I keep saying I missed that page in the parenting book. You know what? It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't get that memo. My husband used to say that when we things would happen, and he would go, I must have missed that chapter, like the mind reading one. Look, you see the sun? The sun is shining. Woo! By the way, Laura is not on here. Somebody tag Laura. Bleh, I can't speak. JR, how about let's write a fun book? We can call it How to Get Even with Your Kids. I will tell you what to do when you visit them at their house. Walk in every room and leave the lights on, or leave empty boxes in the pantry. You know what? That is the funniest shit ever. It's so true. And, my son does that all the time, right? Well, no, he does it with the lights too. But that's hysterical that you say that, because it's true. You go to get something out of the cabinet, like I'm going to get whatever, and the fucking box is empty. And I go, dude, did you not notice that you took the last one? Like, you got to throw that out, but no, they don't do that. It's so funny. Anyway, that is very true. The lights on and the empty things. But I'm also guilty of the lights. I leave the lights on too. I'm not a huge fan of the dark. And my husband used to go around the house and go, let me just like teach you something. We pay them. They don't pay us. So you don't we're paying for these lights. They're not paying for them. So shut the fucking lights off. So it was kind of funny. Monica, my son is 26 and FDNY fireman, and he'll always be my baby. Worrying doesn't end. Oh, Monica, I could totally get that 110%. Okay, Rita said, you have to still monitor everything they do. They still need structure, even though they don't think so. It's a fucking scary world out there, especially with social media and such. So, you know what, Rita, real talk. And I'm going to say that as a parent, and again, I'm only doing this, almost 12 years. What I find is that a lot of parents do drop the ball. They feel once a kid reaches a certain age or mentality, or whatever you might want to call it, um, they kind of they give them a little bit more freedom. In certain respects, yes, you should. But in my opinion, that's the time that you need to be more on top of what they do. And it isn't the easiest thing to do, because especially a lot of things are on social media. My son is not on social media yet. When he started on YouTube when he was a kid, a baby, he knew that the minute I heard something or whatever, that's not appropriate. And I taught him real young what that's not appropriate means. And obviously, as he's getting older, certain things still are not appropriate, but they're more conducive to his mentality. But it's a very slippery, slate there. And I do think that parents should be more involved on what their children are doing, who they're hanging out with, et cetera, et cetera. If my son is on the phone with people, I want to know who that is, because a lot of times it's just his friends, but then it's his friends because they do that Discord or whatever it's called, where they all talk to each other. So you know what? Maybe you're a pain in the ass, but too fucking bad, because especially teenagers, I mean, come on, think about it. You think you know everything, right? My son already thinks he knows everything. He's 11. So you got to check them, because they don't fucking know everything. So don't give up on your kids. Don't think they're old enough and just like, okay, whatever. I agree with Rita, and you do have to monitor them as much, probably more so now, because think about what you were like when you were a teenager, right? Like, you're going to get away with whatever you're going to get away with. My mother would leave the house. I'd light up a cigarette, and then sure as shit, she came home one day. I flushed the fucking cigarette down the toilet bowl. You know that they don't flush. She goes, whose cigarette is this? I'm like, oh, I think the cat must have been smoking. Like, what do you say? I don't know. Somebody broke in the house. They smoked a cigarette. They put it in the toilet bowl and it didn't flush. And I never saw them. Like, really? But again, if that's the worst thing your kids do, you just beat them and that's the end of it. No, I'm only kidding. Gina. Yeah. Karen, you're right. There you go. Hold on. The comments jumped again. Hold on a sec. I'm coming for you guys. I'm behind, obviously, as I always am. So bear with me. Okay, that was you there. Okay. Jesse said, for a long time, my daughter mother treated me like I was her sperm donor, so I could not see my daughter. Oh my God, Jesse, I'm so sorry. That's definitely not easy. Ed, good morning. Eunice, like yesterday, my adult son fight with me, my daughter, because she eat his beef patty. I got him one. Then he asked me, it was a big argument. Yeah, well, that's crazy. We're fighting over food now. Unbelievable. Rosie said, you are their best friend, but you gotta be the parent. Yeah, you know what? People that say that, like, I think you gotta be easy with that. Like, I'm not your best friend, so to speak. I'm your mother. But I am your human, and no one will ever love you more than me, and no one will ever have your back more than I. So, except of course your grandparents, right? Because that's, but they get them in trouble. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't believe in that best friend thing. I think that the lines of communication should be open. Um, but there's a line that's drawn between a child and a parent. And even myself, my father, you would call, is one of my best friends. I talk to him about most things, but there's a lot of things I don't talk to him about because he's my father. So, there is a line drawn somewhere, or there should be a line drawn somewhere, because, and especially I think different sex. So, in other words, my mother and I might have had, I mean, I don't have that opportunity anymore because my mother no longer speaks. But, when we had the opportunity to speak, it was very different, right? You share different things. But with a opposite sex parent, it's different. And then also I think it has to do with if you are raised with a mother and a father, because the same sex parent, they say, is always like the role model. Well, at least that's what Dr. Phil says. And so they're always going to try to emulate. So, for me, since my son doesn't have his father any longer, I'm always like, I feel like I'm like, I don't want, I know he's missing that. So I always try, ouch, see, I'm sliding. I always try to open up those lines of communication more so because, God forbid he has a lump on his fucking pishka deal. Like, he needs to be able to tell his mother this. I mean, I don't tell my father if I get a fucking ingrown hair while I'm shaving. He don't need to know that. And he would drop dead if I told him that. Right. But you know what? My son has to tell me these things. So that makes me nervous, I will say. So, best friend is an open term. I think it's a relative term, but I totally get what you mean, in respect to that. Take the batteries out of the remote. Eunice, um, my kids, the juice just a little bit in the container. Yeah, exactly. Kids are notorious for leaving empty boxes. That is so funny that everybody, you ever see the parents that write the names, like, the water bottles, they write their names on them so that they can make sure that, like, they don't get thrown. Cause you know what happens, right? When you get the case of water, they open up one thing of water. They open up a thing of water. They take 2 sips, put it down, and then it's basta, right? So you're like, whose water is this? Especially if you have more people in your home, right? So it's funny that they're all good for that. Good morning, Pauline. How are you, honey? Who else is on here? Eunice, my husband, please, the lights, turn it off, but we live in housing, we don't pay for it. But we know something we forget. Yes, I mean, it's always good to try to conserve electric. Let's see, you can't trust the internet. You ain't kidding about that, Eunice. You ain't kidding about that. Good morning to everybody that is tuning in. There are some people that are on here. On my comments, I only see it says Facebook user. So if I do not call out your name, it's because I do not see it. You can go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and allow them the permission to use your name. JR, I helped raise 4 boys, and I hate to tell you, after their bar mitzvahs, they turned into someone else, all 4. You know what? I don't doubt that. You can certainly see that is absolutely possible, that that can happen. And that's the reason why I say, and again, I'm not Mother of the Year by any stretch of the imagination, but you cannot let go of your kids, because that's what happens. So a bar mitzvah, I'm sure you all know, is when a boy turns, I think, 13 and they become a man. So, you can't, that's the best time. Even sometimes I hear, I'll tell you, and you know what? I probably, like somebody would tell me to mind my own business, but I don't, because my son is my business. But, like I heard him on the phone with one of his friends, and he was calling him a dumbass. Now, I know they were joking around, but I said to him, that's not nice that you say that, because now you're getting used to using those words. You're training yourself, and now dumbass comes out of your mouth. I said, because how would you feel if he called you a dumbass? I said, I don't know how often you call him that, but is that nice to call him a dumbass? Because now if I hear him if I heard somebody call you a dumbass, I would get pissed off. But if you're saying it, then you deserve it right back. So, it's all about the dialogue. We have to teach our children what they should and shouldn't be saying, because they don't realize it. They're choking around. They're nasty fucking kids, and they're all like insulting each other. But you know what? When somebody whispers in their ear, hey, calling somebody a dumbass isn't fucking nice, then all of a sudden they may think about it again and go, maybe she's right. Maybe I shouldn't call him a dumbass. So that's why, like, sometimes you got to creep a little bit, and you got to listen, and you got to give them the dialogue, because the more someone is allowed to get away with something, the more they will. And that's in life in general, across the board. If you learn nothing else today, people will do what they are allowed to do. People will treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So if you allow your children to speak to you a certain way, that's on you. If you allow your children to speak to other people a certain way, that's on you, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, we can't put the words in their mouth, but I have always prompted my son as to what to say, which is probably terrible, because I always say the wrong thing. Actually, I say the right thing, but a lot of times I say it the wrong way, although I've been working on it. But I say the things most people don't want to hear. And so I try to tell my son, don't do that, because your friends aren't going to like you, because you can't be a know-it-all, and you can't be the righteous one in the group. Shut your mouth and let them do what they're going to do. So my husband was supposed to be here to balance it, so that I could teach him to be compassionate, and he could teach him to be a hard ass. So now I'm trying to do both. We'll see how I do. The verdict's still out on that one. Let me see. What did Rita say? You have to check their phones often. I tell my kids, if you don't like me checking your phone, then you don't get one. There you go. I like it, Rita. Yes, I know. Thank you, Carmela. She is on this feed. She's on as Carmela. She's on as Karen. She's on everywhere. Thank you, Carmela, holding it down. And yes, always share the videos out. You can help us tremendously by doing so. I got to finish by 11:55 because I got to do a haircut. You got to pay it forward. One of my Richie came and helped me shovel, and then one of my customers' friends helped me. Got to do the right thing and make him look handsome now, because he's got something going on this weekend. Right? Always remember that. Take care of the people that take care of you, and vice versa. Gina, I agree. My kids say, Ma, really? Why are you on my social media sites? I tell them, too bad. If you don't like it, you don't have to have it. I agree. I think that we're going to have, believe me when I tell you, when we're there in like another year or two, well, we'll see how long I can push it. We're going to be having this conversation, because I'm going to be completely bugging out, and I'm going to need help. And unfortunately, since his father isn't here, I don't have, it's me. So it's hard, because I have nobody to bounce things off of. Although I understand that there are a lot of parents that don't have the other person to bounce things off of, because they don't agree, or whatever the case may be, and it may be more difficult. I didn't have that situation. My husband was my best friend. I trusted his opinion on things. I always knew that I would overreact to things, and he would usually, be like cool, and he would end up letting me know whether or not I was overreacting or not. So I use people that I trust to help me gauge my overreactions, because I'm going to overreact. It's just what I do. And thank you guys again for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on all social media platforms. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, everything. We got YouTube, we got Periscope, we got I'm on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Real Talk Karen Stacy. I'm on Twitter, which I still don't fucking understand. We got my Karen Stacy public page, which you will see a picture of me with my glasses, not the picture of me with my son. You want to click on that because that's where we go live from. And then also the Real Talk Coffee Talk group that you can join. And as always, thank you guys for everybody that's tagging your friends. Thank you for everybody that's sharing the video. Thank you to Carmela, who's holding it down on all ends here. Again, you're invaluable to me, my love. Thank you. Gina, I tell my kids, I'm not your friend, I'm your mother, but I'm your biggest fan. That's exactly what I said, right, G? I said the same thing. I tell my kids, you can tell me anything, but if I don't like something, I will tell you. I agree. I agree with that 110%. Maggie, I don't believe in being friends with my kids at all. See? I mean, again, you should be I call being a good parent the comfy couch. And you may think I'm like weird to say that, but that's how I think about it. Like the comfy couch where, you know what? You always know you got a space there. I don't know. That's just how I look at it. You got to have an open arm and open heart. But like the way, you like my son knows no matter what, so you have to establish that, and you have to establish it from young. And if you didn't establish it from young, if you had your children when you were just a child, you know what? I never believe that it's ever too late. I think you can always, always, always go back in and repair things. And the best way to do that is own it and take accountability. You know what? I just took accountability. I just told you guys, I've worked really hard to try to say the right thing the right way, because I always say it like it is. And I try, but it's the delivery. It's the fact that people think that, who the fuck I am. So when I say something, they're like, right away. So now I try to say it differently because, the thing about life is that, it's like offense and defense, right? So if you're always on the defense, it doesn't work because now you're reactive. If you're on the offense, you're doing you're bobbing and you're weaving to make sure that you pave the way. You know what I'm saying? So remember that you don't always have to be, just like I say, real talk doesn't mean that I'm throwing you under the bus, but I'm going to call you on your shit. But I'm not going to do it like an animal. I'm going to do it like a human, because guess what? Maybe what I say will help you in the long run, because at the end of the day, I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm here to help people. So, that's the problem, is that so many people are just out for themselves. So you can change if you raised your children and maybe your children are little assholes and you don't like them, which, you could do everything right and they can turn out to be a little asshole, or you could have dropped the ball, shit the bed, and they turned into little assholes. But that doesn't mean you can't make up for it now. After my husband died, I was probably, I know I wasn't a horrible parent, but I was absent because I was there. My son had food. He had a roof over his head. He was clean. I wiped his tears. I did everything, but I was gone for like 2 years at least. I mean, I missed so much of his life, and I apologized to him all the time for it. But I did the best I could while I was going through that. So a lot of you out there may have had your children young. A lot of you out there might have gone through a horrible divorce or a horrible relationship where, you were going through so much that you couldn't be there for your kids because you couldn't breathe, right? So it doesn't mean that you can't make up for that, but you have to own it. You know what? And I tell them, I'm sorry, Noah, mommy, I was here, but I wasn't the best mom or whatever. And he says, Mom, I understand, you were always here. But I let him know that it's not okay, the way I wasn't okay. He didn't deserve that, but I had no control over it because I was doing the best that I can. And sometimes in life, that's all we can ask for. But you can't turn around and become a resentful, bitter person because of it. You have to own it and you have to grow from it. That's just how I feel. And I'm always fucking right. No. I have adult children, a little one. All boys are tough though. Yeah, tough. Boys are definitely tough. I'm not sure who that is, but I hear you. So life is life for me here. All right, Jesse. I don't believe in being best friends with your kid. Okay. Boys are tough at times. Listen, they're all tough at times. Daughters are harder to raise than, thank God both are older, 25 and 20. Okay, Carmela, quick question. Sorry, asking here, Karen, are all comments coming through on the public page, or do you still have people replying on your personal page? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm on my personal page or not. I don't think I hit that. So I shouldn't be on my personal page. So I think we're good. I didn't do that, so I didn't drive you crazy. Monica, I'm so happy that my son had my father around to be that male role model. That's huge. That is very, very huge. Always leftover bottles. Go to the dog. That's so funny. Oh, okay. Yes. Thank you, Carmela, for that. Yes, Carmela has put together a little a support page for the show so that I can continue to keep bringing you guys more and more. As you can tell, my internet has been behaving. As you can tell, we have different software that we're using. All of these things do cost money. So Carmela has been kind enough to put together a GoFundMe and has posted links if you want to support the show. And for everyone that already has supported the show, I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. And again, I understand times are tough for all of us. And, just sharing the show, telling people about the show, that is also support. So I appreciate all forms of support. Sylvia, currently in the hospital. My gallbladder is not working properly. I might need an operation. Oh my God, Sylvia, we're sending you love, my girl. I'm so, so sorry. I hope that you get better really, really soon. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just get back to the comments here. It bounced up, so bear with me. And while I'm looking, good morning. Happy Thursday. You guys are listening to Coffee Talk with Karen live on MiamiMikeRadio.com and live on all social media platforms. Good morning, Jody. How are you? Joe Q, what's going on, babes? Eunice, I thank God for my kids, but they know when I get mad. Absolutely. And they should fucking shake. When my son, like I'll go, you know what? Keep it up and I'm going to crack you right in your mouth. And he'll go, you're not really going to do that, right? You're kidding, right? I go, try me. And that's what you have to do. You have to let them know you never know. And with me, God, he knows he never knows. Because I'll tell him straight up, I don't give a fuck. You do something, I'm going to open up my mouth. And that goes across the board for everybody. I'm not the one, and I should, and I try my best not to do it, but I can't, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Something was going on, let's say with my husband or whatever. Like, I'm like, you want to fucking go there? Because I'll say it right here. Like, you want to act like a fucking asshole in front of people? I'll call you right out. And I tell my son the same thing. Like, I'll call you right the fuck out. How do you want to do this? You want me to do this in front of your friends, or what do you want to do? How do you want to handle this? Good morning, Michelle. How are you? So yeah, I'm bad like that. Oh, thank you, Eunice. You are too kind. Okay. Michelle, we'll miss you. Okay. Wish I was close. I would help you shovel. Oh, thank you. JR, Karen, you are so right. In my defense, I was a stepmom with no say. You're doing a great job with Noah as far as I can see. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's hard not having a say. I couldn't be with somebody that, obviously I can't shut the fuck up. Georgie said, should parent have their teen social media password? You know what? Again, I gotta get back to you on that one. But you know what? I believe in respecting their privacy, but you gotta be able to have some type of control. And I think it depends on how old they are. Facebook user never did have the dad to bounce shit off of. My experience with the older two taught me for the younger one. There you go. Um, yeah, I'm sorry, Eunice, for your loss. Okay. What Carmela, whoever would like to come on the show and just talk on Tuesday nights, please feel free to hit me up. We love to have our support and everyone. Yes, absolutely. Anybody that wants to jump on and shoot the shit, reach out to Carmela and we can always arrange that if, depending on who I have on or I don't have on. Um, okay. Yes, big comfy couch, Gina. Okay, Tony, I'm glad that you spoke with her. I already sent her my love earlier today. Paula, good morning, honey. Yes, sending prayers to Lisa. Monica, my son was very big into baseball and went to every single game he had, even when it was freezing out. Yep, that's a good mama. Girls are a horror, 2 weeks at a time, week before, week after menstruating. I can imagine, Gina. I saw Ricardo. You said good morning, right? Okay, I'm getting here. My son is very empathetic as they are my son. Yeah, mine is too. And my next GoFundMe page will be for myself to go on vacation. Oh my God, you're so funny. I'm coming with you. Let me see who else is on here. Let me see. I'm just trying to get the rest of them and then I gotta sign off. Abso-fucking-lutely should have passwords. They know how to hide shit. There you go. Jesse, guys, I was not out shoveling like 3 days ago, and the house I was in at, and the guy that answered the door has COVID, and now I'm kind of scared that I could have it. You know what, Jesse? God willing, you will be good, my love. Don't worry. When you worry, you cause more things. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. Maggie, happy birthday, Mama Dukes. Happy birthday, Mama Dukes. Ricardo, my dog Oscar is 14 and he's out of control. Oh, happy birthday. Paula, love you, baby girl. All right. So on that note, I'm gonna sign off because there's gonna be nothing worse than when you hear doom, 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 doom on the door when I gotta start, I gotta go I went from mom to talk show host to beautician. I'm not a magician. I'm just a beautician. I'm making magic everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I'm Karen Stacy. I have my own talk show. All right. I love you all very much. Happy fucking Thursday. It's Mama Dukes, as in Paul. Oh, happy birthday, Mama Carmela. Many, many more. We got some strong ass women on this feed. Let me tell you, warriors. Woohoo! Yes, please feel free to share this video out, even if it's over. The more people we have on, the more fun we're gonna have. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's Thursday, so you guys get some drinking going on. No, it's my birthday this weekend. Yes. That's true. Absolutely. I know. It is your birthday this weekend. What are we going to do? Let's party. Is who you are. Great show. Thank you. I'm not sure who said that, but I appreciate that. Have a great Thursday, you guys. Much love. Again, anybody that's on this feed, if I didn't mention your name, it's because I did not I can't see it. It just comes up Facebook user. StreamYard.com/Facebook will show your name. Okay. So if I don't respond, that's the problem. All right. I love you guys. Remember, tomorrow wasn't promised. Don't be an asshole today. Wait until you see what I have to show you guys. I've been a very busy beaver. Me and Carmela are up to some magic. You can do magic. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. for Coffee Talk with Karen, live on MiamiMikeRadio.com and live on all social media platforms. Hit those like buttons, subscribe buttons, follow buttons, do it all. All right. Mwah. Bye, guys. Thank you, Carmela, for everything you did and do. Thank you for jumping around on all these pages to keep everybody welcomed and happy. So, mwah, thank you. All right, bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao for now. Why is my thing stuck? Okay.